What's up guys, HQ Media here, and in this video we're going to look at how to create a form using HTML. So what are forms used for? Forms are basically used to collect data from users. For example, your email address. So now we're going to dive into how to create a form. So to create a form in HTML, you need a form tag. So everything in your form stays in the form tag. So now the first tag we're going to look at in this form tag is the input tag. So the input tag is one of the basic tags used in creating a form. So the input tag is used to make the user input something to the browser based on the type of the input. So here we have an input with the type text, so it's going to allow you to insert text. So if you have an input with the type password, it's going to allow you to insert your password. So you can see here in our browser, if you want to insert the password, you can see it's not visible. So now we're going to look at another tag, which is the label tag. So the label tag is used when you want to specify a value to your inputs, so for the user to know what the input is for. For example, let's use the text type input. So in this, let's type in text, and we have to create an ID, and we'll name the ID also text. So save this. So in the label, we are going to write what we want to display. So here we want name. So the name is going to display before the inputs. The second, so let's insert another label for our password. PWD. It's a short form of writing password. So also create an ID and type in PWD. So save this. You can see here we have our password before the input. So let's actually break this. So you can a break line. So you can see here we have two inputs, and also you could also insert placeholders. So placeholders are attributes that can tell the user what to insert in a text box without seeing the main value displayed by the label tag. So for example, let's say for this ID we type in, let's just say password. Okay, we'll create a placeholder first on typing password. Let's create another label. So let's call this email. Save this, and change the for to email also, and its ID to email. So we'll save this, and the placeholder, type in insert, or let's just say email also, email, and dot save. Let's give this name. So you can sort of see a background text. So here you can see name to insert your name, email, and this password. So you can see when you click on it and you start typing, that fades away. So that's the function of the placeholder. So there is also a tag that can be used in place of the input tag. So this tag is the text area. So this text area allows you to make your input bigger. It's just like a big input. So let's check this in our browser. So you can see this one we have here is a text area. So you can see you can resize this if you want. So that's the function of the text area. It gives you a bigger space for inserting text, and the text area is mostly used to get feedback. So for example, we put a placeholder and typing in give us feedback, something like that, and you save this. So you can see here we have that in the text area tag. So that's what the text area is for. It's just like a better way of having more space for your inputs. So you can see here we have a nice form. So lastly, we're going to look at the button tag. So but here we are not going to dive in a lot on the button tag because I already did a video on button tags, and I'm going to have the link in the description below. So let's just create a button, and we set the type to submit. So this makes the button submit. But where is the button going to submit? Basically it's usually submitting in a .php file. So but here, and this action attribute in the form is used to specify where you want it to submit. But so to make this practicable, let's use submit.html. Save it. So let's create a new file named submit.html. I'll save this. In this, let's just type in some bunch of text like thank you for using this platform. Your form has been successfully submitted. So let's use it in this way. So when you click on the submit button, it brings us to this website. So let's save this and go to our index.html. I will open in the browser. So you can see here we have our submit button. So let's input a text there saying submit. So let's say I put my name, it's like our email as the type password. So we change this to email. Save this, back to the browser. Yes, type in Abdulhaq, your email and the password. So give us feedback. Say this website was helpful, and you hit, let's say we didn't add this at, and you just hit the submit button. So this identifies that we haven't inserted a correct email. So please include an at in the email address. Abdulhakudori5gmail is missing an at. So this is also good because we specified the type to email. That's why. So let's change this back. So submit. So you can see it brings us to the submit.html page. And also, if you don't want your page to submit on the same page that the form is being inserted, you could also create another attribute for this, and it's the target attribute. So underscore blank. So this tells the browser that it should submit it in a different page. So let's go back. So let's submit this. It's blank, not black. So let's fill this in. Just say thanks. Submit. So you can see it's submitted in a different page entirely. And lastly, I want to say that this video is just going to be the part 1 of the forms in HTML. So there's going to be a part 2 of this video. So that's all that we'll do in this video, and make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button to get notified when the second aspect of the form tag video comes out. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next one.